There we go. We've started recording. Here's the tail of the tape for the Doubi Pro Max Playday number 13. Right here. Chaemiko versus SoK. Human mirror. First human ranked in the world versus the second. 45% to 55%. SoK actually with the advantage here despite the ranking disadvantage. Hype. Very excited. Very excited. Truly. Truly am. I mean, you might not be able to see it on my face, but, or in my voice, or in the words I'm speaking. But, nevertheless, game number 1, Concealed Hill, everybody. Give it a sec. Give it a sec. And there it is. No stress there at all, right? You know, I didn't think everything was going to break. Here in the upper right of Concealed Hill is Mr. Chaemiko. Lovely, lovely person. Just like in the bottom left in the blue, Mr. SoK. Now, this should be a great series. Now, either of these players against anyone else in this tournament, wouldn't be saying that maybe, unless I'm lying to you. But, you know, put them up against each other, I'm sure it's going to be a banger. It's probably going to be all 7 maps right here. There's Remo and Neo. Currently, Neo is sick, in bed, with no voice, so he can't cast, unless... You know, he could sit here in silence, which I'm sure would still be a good stream. I mean, you guys would still watch it. The quality of games is still incredible, right? Like, I could sit here in silence, you guys would still watch. And then Remo Demo is at Experion, I'm pretty sure, right? Which is going on right now, which you guys can go check out at twitch.tv/slasher with a 4. And I'll raid them afterwards, or but open up both streams, you know? Check out both at the same time. Just gonna sip my tea. Like I said, gonna be pretty chill today, guys. Gonna be pretty chill. The quality of game's incredible, but it's gonna be pretty chill. We're Experion? Yes, yes. I believe that's where he is, right? Pretty sure that's where it is. Or that's where he is.
A player's forces are under attack.
All right. Well, creep routes differ. It seems like Chaemiko gonna go for the lab, and SoK gonna go for the orange camp. The difference between this, of course, is the item to start things off. Circlet versus a consumable on the side of Chaemiko. It's also a bit of experience. You will get the faster level 3 for going for this on the side of Chaemiko, but you'll also have the slower tech. So that means slower priest, slower second hero. This footman is ambitious, but there's fountains. Scroll of the Beast. And Chaemiko. Gonna have to be very defensive now. Gonna lose a couple of peasants. SoK just went for the one camp and then came straight across the map. I've seen this before. It doesn't always tend to work out for the person in SoK's position. That was 2 peasants. And the experience is pretty much even at this point now. But the lumber is not, of course, so maybe this just works out better for SoK, actually. That will be 3 peasants. Is that footman... Did that footman just die? The really low one earlier? Nevertheless, that scroll of the beast definitely going to come in handy later on, and we can see the tech advantage for SoK already coming into play. Chaemiko is going to be quite a bit behind, and that experience lead that I said he may have is not really visible right now. Second circlet purchased. Tome of Strength. Ooh, he wants that tome. Look at that. Shout out Chaemiko, man of the people. And now he can creep this crab camp, and he can militia creep. He's going to militia creep this. And I think that'll be level 3, right? Unless he's going to creep the shop. Is that level 3 instead? Do you need to take the whole shop? Wow, that's going to take a while. But SoK is going to have to do the same, possibly. No, he's just going to continue to go aggressive, knowing that Chaemiko's tech is quite delayed. But then he's going to be down a full level, potentially. Oh yeah, Just Ross, thanks for the 47 months, dude. How you doing?
Player's forces are under attack.
There's level 3, Boots of Speed, Circlet Purchase, Replenishment Potion, going to be nice for another Water Elemental. Gotta be, thank you for the raid. How you doing, man? How were your games today? All right, both are
Town is
level
under
3.
siege.
Chaemiko going for the farm. Which, okay. Yeah, go for the farm. And SoK currently has the advantage of having a second arcane tower in his base. But he's going to be the first to pull the town portal. Scroll the beast. Proven to be much too strong surround. Not quite landed. For SoK, he does have a Cloak of Shadows in case he gets surrounded, but it seems like Chaemiko definitely got the better end of this trade, but SoK had the quicker tech, so he's going to be able to replenish those peasants much quicker. And he does end up with, what is that? Well, he's got 6 on lumber still? 5 on lumber? Versus 6 on the side of Chaemiko, with a lumber mill all ready to go. Replenish potion coming in handy. There's another water elemental. Did I just see a Naga? Yeah. All right. And we're getting one of those games, guys. No, but Naga definitely can scale into the late game. Shout out B-Ray the Destroyer, also known as Acid Rain, American human player. Always used to go Naga tier 3 tech in Human Mirror. It's pretty strong. I mean, Naga does a ton of damage. Mountain King does a little bit more than a ton, though. And that's going to be the choice for SoK. But we see just the footman able to be picked off. And this Archmage for SoK has to be careful because, of course, no town portal is available any longer. That's a lot of damage. Was counter to Naga. It tends to be focusing the Naga. Because Naga, although she does a lot of damage, we can see very low health, as low as her Archmage counterpoint. Although this Archmage has 2 circlets, or a circlet, it is on level 3, so a bit more health, but... And then, of course, Breakers, we're going to be seeing from both players, which are good against pretty much every hero, really. Maybe not Blade Masters. SoK's hero is getting quite low, but his footman, his militia, looking pretty healthy. This Naga proven to be good at what she was meant to do. Bolt, but the counter surround from Chaemiko nicely, just lining up his footman on the right side, so there's no chance for a surround, but maybe there just is anyway. Bolt, but that just is costing SoK really more peasants, and he's not... Okay, we'll force the TP. So eventually SoK gets Chaemiko out of his face, but what is the follow-up? Just... Priests, Breakers, and probably, at least on the side of Chaemiko, probably an expansion right now, right? Because he's the one who could even get a Shredder, if he really needed to. Whereas SoK is really going to struggle to have the Peasants or the Lumber to go for a Tier 2 expansion, which is pretty standard in Human Mirror, of course. Tier 2 Human Mirror, going for an expansion after your first couple of Priests. No shop, obviously not the end of the world, because Priests, every one of these heals is 25. That's pretty good. Fair heal, also pretty good. Now SoK could probably get a Shredder. He's 6 lumber off. I think it's wise, because he's obviously not building a lot of peasants, to get a Shredder. He chooses not to. Really. Brave, bold, and beautiful is what I call SoK. And here is that Tier 2 expansion. Chaemiko's also going to need a Shredder if he wants to do that. Pulling the red camp is SoK going to look for a nice item. Of course, the auras, not Khadgar's, are all very strong. You know, I don't get to see SoK play too often. It's cool to get to see him play. And there's the expansion for Chaemiko, translating that economic advantage in the way of lumber to a gold advantage. And it is a very nice item. Legion Doomhorn, extremely good in this matchup. More regeneration, it's the already tanky breakers later on, and movement speed is always good for human.
Player's forces are under attack.
There's level 3 on the Naga. It's at level 2 Fork Lightning. He hasn't chosen a skill point yet. Is this Mana Shield Naga? Okay, no, now he chooses both. I was like, what's going on here? Both players trading priests, as it seems. This one should definitely die. But it won't. Maybe a little bit sloppy there from Chaemiko to not pick that off. And looks like you sometimes get this dichotomy in Human Mirror where, you know, well, both players obviously want to expand, but it tends to be one player has a slight advantage, so they get their expansion first. We're seeing that case in point with Chaemiko here. And then it tends to be one player expands, one player all-ins that expansion. And we're going to probably see SoK eventually call the boys and go for it all-in, trying to break that expansion at Chaemiko. If he can get level 3 Mountain King, I would say he has the stronger secondary hero, which he does get. And he's got the greater heal, so not a bad timing to fight for SoK. Is this critter really doing what I think it's doing? No, it's not. And here's the push. SoK pretty much has to break this expo or lose the game. He could always call the boys to the middle and expand at the red camp if this push starts to go really well, but he doesn't think he can break the expo.
Player's forces are under attack.
The boys are not being called. I guess the lumber is too shy to truly go for the all-in. By the way, the dark blue, big fan of the dark blue that SoK's playing right here. Water elementals being ping-ponged back and forth, control magic. Inhuman Mirror about the dumbest thing in this game. And it looks like Chaemiko gonna give up the expansion, or is he just gonna call these into militia to help him fight here? Because of course he doesn't have a lot of peasants. In fact, he has he's got no peasants on Golden Hope. Okay. Alright. Now he's gonna be calling all the boys over. 53 against 48 supply. Carson forgot prediction. No, I didn't forget it. I didn't care. Giga chat. $55 versus 50. Chaemiko trying to hold on, but is the Naga not paying off so far? Heal Scroll will definitely pay off. Now, SoK is getting to the stage where he's done quite a bit of damage to the economy of Chaemiko, so he could just go for a red camp counter expansion while still pushing, if he wanted to. If he doesn't want this to be the be-all, end-all of this game. It seems like he wants to just keep pushing. And the supply is dead even. Upgrade's important here. Yeah, they absolutely are, but it's just the issue of pretty much lumber on both sides. SoK could maybe get a blacksmith and afford them, But really, he just needs to keep pushing and keep reinforcing as much as he can. And for Chaemiko, it's really the lumber problem is why he doesn't have a blacksmith already. But typically, yeah, for sure. 2-2 upgrades are going to be a big priority and a big advantage at times in Breaker Mirror. Focus Shadows coming into play. Level 5 on the Archmage. Could be level 3 Aura. Yeah, will be level 3 Aura, because of course Water Elementals just get stolen. Shadows is great, and the greater heal. Like, the items are just kind of sick for SoK as well. Naga, going to be forced into probably a potion or 2. There's the first one. And during this, of course, triple Water Elementals, killing all the peasants at the expansion. Yeah, the aura is really, really nice, not just for the movement speed, but also just for the regeneration during the fights. For these long sustained fights, because the priest can only do so much. And at the end of the day, SoK ends up 6 supply, now 4 supply ahead, and he's going to be up in upgrades. That's really the advantage that he's gained through sieging that expansion, and of course, the slight experience advantage. About 0.6 of a level on the Archmage, and about 0.4 of a level on the Mountain King. So that's the advantage he gained from breaking that expo. The game is certainly not over yet, but Chaemiko is going to be on the back foot for a long while. And no worries, Waves. Of course, Flute would be the dream drop from both of these red drakes. Chances are one of these two players will get it, right? Someone's getting the Flute here. Come on. Robe the Magi. And Belt. Well, Robe the Magi is better. Only one thing better than human forks, human in 2v2, yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Did Infy retire? Well, he played a show match against Happy recently. I casted that one. It's on our YouTube channel. Penitent of Energy. The experience gap is closing thanks to the extra camp that Chaemiko managed to get. 65 versus 61, but the upgrades almost 1-1 versus, well, soon to be 1-0, actually. So, oh, all the priests. Oh, my dear lord. That's 1, 2, 3 priests going down. And that's a big advantage now for SoK, thanks to that creep jack.
A player's forces are under attack.
And SoK got a slight advantage in the early game. Didn't really let it slip, did he? Despite the unfair trades thanks to the Scroll the Beast in the main base earlier, he just making it work. Supply advantage for Mr. SoK.
The player's forces are under attack.
And he's getting 2-1 upgrades. The 1-1 is finishing soon for Chaemiko. And typically potions of invulnerability are super important on the Mountain King, because you need to sort of dodge the first Stormbolt, or else you get bolted, and then you get mass feedback and lose all your mana and pretty much all your health immediately. But in this case, it's actually going to be much more important just for Chaemiko to dodge that Stormbolt, whereas SoK can be much more comfortable with his second hero initially in the fights. Priests, more priests. Gonna go down. SoK's beast and human, but Chaemiko way better versus all the other races? Yeah, I think I could agree with that, for sure. I'm quite the gamer in Human Mirror myself. It might be my best matchup with Human. high ground advantage is right here. Not really the place you want to fight, I'll be honest, with Chaemiko. But decent start to the fight, gets a priest right away. Militia are really good against breakers, not to be underestimated, and they share upgrades with breakers. Water elementals moving all over the place. Mountain King on level 5 is going to pretty much start one-shotting those priests. Is Chaemiko winning this fight, though? SoK's about to lose a few units, but yeah, it seems like SoK has kept his priests safer. So he will eventually probably win. But oh no, he's getting a little fumbly bumbly butterfingers there for a second. 52 versus 47. Oh, nice dodge there from Chaemiko. My god, that's super important. That's just a dead Naga. But it does seem like SoK is winning this fight. Mana shield on level 5. But he's out of mana now. Yeah, and a nice try there from Chaemiko in this fight, but the Mountain King proved to be too strong. GG is called, and 1-0 from Mr. SoK. Well done. Hey, murder. Thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate that. So where's the mustache? I don't know. Somewhere in a dump somewhere. Okay, Echo Isles will be map number 2. Of course, this is a best of 7, in case you haven't been keeping up with this. You need to dust off that big cowboy hat. It's about time. I think it's in the trunk of my drummer's car, actually. I need to get that from... Why is Carson casting alone? The irony of that coming from Masturbate 2022. Is that irony? I don't know. It's more just funny. Damn, human want a map? Yeah, hell yeah. Let's go. Echo Isles. Obviously potential for fast expansion here. Do you watch the Undead Mirror? No, not yet. I should probably check it out, though. It's probably worth watching. Carson, so early. What time is it where you are? It is currently 4:26 a.m. Fun, 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 fun. Oh, this is gonna happen every time, but that's all right. I could put more effort in. We would never see the black. I'll do it next time. Here is Chaemiko in the upper left. Oh, I gotta do this. There it is. And in the upper right in the blue, here's Mr. SoK. When does Focus play? He'll be the next series after this. Is that by definition very early or very late at night? I would call it very early because I did sleep. Yeah, no worries, no worries. The games are worth it. Honestly, like, if it wasn't this quality of game, I would probably just not bother. But these games are too good to miss, like, honestly. Like, these players are just way too good. This tournament is way too sick. These are not games we should miss. So, it's gotta be done. God damn it. It's gotta be done. Giga Chad. Take 2. Mountain King from SoK. Also a Giga Chad in his own right versus the Archmage of Chaemiko. What I was saying earlier, though, definitely potential for a fast expansion. I was also going to say potential for a Mountain King, and we are going to see that on the side of SoK. TS Yog, thanks, bro. Appreciate you. How you doing? Footmen pass each other. And Militia go down to straight expansion from Chaemiko? And straight expansion from... Is this... Okay, no. Just 5 Militia Merc Camp creep. Okay. I guess that's all you need. I mean, I call... Okay, he did call 6. He did call 6. SoK did. So Chaemiko only called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah. X Phoenix Fire. Thank you for the primer for 8 months. Appreciate you. The footman for SoK was very ambitious last game, remember? We'll see if he finds his dream this game. A little bit of an infy there, but not the end of the world. Crystal Ball. Oh, yeah. An infy into a hawk. Into an infy if he GG'd right away, actually. So we'll see if that happens. I don't think Chaemiko's going to GG, though. Let me know. You guys get all 3 of those references there, or what? Now, King. Probably going to find this footman with a little bit of blocking. If he GG'd with a crystal ball... No. Okay, so Infi GG'd after a lightning shield killed a bunch of peasants on Amazonia against 120. Hawk GG'd after getting a crystal ball at his expansion on Terranus Stand. And Infi GG'd at this mercenary camp against Fly in WCG 2009. So there's 3 references in 1. Hog.
Player's forces are under attack.
Boots speed and for Chaemiko and staff teleportation. Important to get the staff at least. There are 2 pairs of boots nowadays, but the staff is only one of. And level 3 on the advantage. Mountain King. Good old Nettie's claws here. If you had a couple of those, yeah. I'd say those are the 2 most famous, though. You got all the references? Well done, well done. Alright. Archmage. If this Archmage... This is a... I was about to say, this Archmage is a perfect timing. He could just probably kill this Expo. Where's the Priest? Okay, there's the Priest. I feel like the Priest should just stay, like, here. But... Mountain King solves. He got double claws. He's just going to right-click this Archmage. This is just a TP, probably, right? No, he's going to get around the trees thanks to those boots. But Mountain King proven to be quite the Giga Chad, as XQC might say. Footman being split off to the main base. And Chaemiko going to have the advantage of not being harassed thus far, but the disadvantage of this Archmage being so close to death, even at full health. Was it Hawk against Happy? Is that what it was? I forgot the opponent in that game. That makes sense.
The town is under siege.
Nice staff onto the footman. Priest out of mana and no aura to back him up, but a second priest will be available. Oh, it was already purchased. There's a second priest. Expansion done. Chaemiko doing a very good job of splitting off his forces to do some damage, but he's the only one really losing units while doing this, so that could come back to bite him in the end if there's counter pressure on its way. SoK gonna go across the map with this Mountain King. A couple of Storm Bolts in the tank. Shop gonna be necessary very soon. Ooh, the Footman finds the Archmage. The Mountain King is going to run straight over there. These claws are so nice, like paired with the bash. Like, you can't underestimate the amount of damage he does if he gets a bash. It's gonna be like 80 damage with a level 1 bash or something. But the boots are very, very useful. And the question becomes, does SoK want to use bolts just on footmen right now, or does he want to save them for both the mercenaries and just the archmage? He's gonna use them on the footmen if they're free, though.
Forces are under attack.
Bash.
A town is
Bash. I want to see the damage. What's up the creeps? Priest. Gonna go down before he can use that last bit of the mana. I think it was, what, 120 mana left for the priest. But a third one purchased. Now, Mud Golem, Ogre Mauler become available. More experience fed to the Mountain King. There's the Mud Golem for SoK. Text, by the way. Almost done. Little bit behind for SoK. 2 hours of Carson saying bash. It can be done. 2 hours, not that long. Alright, I got time. Oh, tower. Repairs on point, though. So again, Chaemiko's sacrificing units and giving quite a bit of experience to the Mountain King, although they're pretty even actually currently, just to do purely economic damage. But it's been working out thus far. Bash! Bam! This is a bash first hit. Oh no. Yeah, of course I'm gonna do the actual full 2 hours. I'll have a clock in the back. It'll be a real deal.
A town is
Well,
under
pow!
forces
Yeah.
are under attack.
Nice. Okay, second barracks. So, oh yeah, right. This is how you play 2-base, 2-base. You just go inner fire knights, right? Pretty standard. And for some reason, nobody just hides triple griffin aviary like they do in my ladder games, because they're just very honorable and respect. They would get scouted and then lose. So yes, it will be knights with inner fire. At least from the player who hasn't had their economy destroyed.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, clarity. Minus 70. Keck W. Now King off to a good start.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh yeah, just bolt that Archmage, exactly. See the Archmage, bolt the Archmage. See the Archmage, coil Nova the Archmage. See the Archmage, Hex, Speed Scroll, Purge, Stomp, Critical Strike the Archmage. That's what you do when you see an Archmage, chat. That's what you do. Get it out of your face. We don't deal with old people in Warcraft, okay? Clap now for the Mountain King. No more can I say bash this game. To my chagrin and to your joy. Is the MK young though? I mean, got a blonde beard. Clap, quite good. Double workshop, by the way, so mortar teams, I suppose, as well. On the side of SoK. Oh my god, yep. See? That could have been a bash. Could have killed the Archmage, but he just had to retrain to clap.
A player's forces are under attack.
Knights, Paladin, +2 attack already on the way. Potion of invulnerability, 27 seconds. I know you guys can't see, but I can. 20 seconds now. Very important, I would say. Not for SoK necessarily to have, but to steal away from that Archmage. And flying machines, alright. Did he really think Griffins? Or is he just building a single flying machine? Maybe it's just the one. It's just the one. Double heal scroll as well. Yeah, and now mortar teams coming out. 2 barracks knights, frag sharp mortar teams, paladin. But 66 versus 57. Does Chaemiko have a timing here potentially? Inner fire not online. Isn't that a pretty important part of this? I would say. He's got +2 attack though. And that Archmage. Quite a bit more tanky than he was before. Dude, this Mountain King can just clap all day, though. Clap City.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Mountain King gonna go down the side of Chaemiko. SoK just seems to have all the answers. And by that I mean the ability to hero focus. Which tends to be good against human. This knight, though, doing a lot of work right now, and Chaemiko still with the stronger army. And the supply advantage.
A player's forces are under attack.
Militia coming in. Album level 2. Probably will be Aura. Town portal away. Of course, this was more of like a tactical fight, though, for Chaemiko. He wanted to take a fight as long as he could just to kill peasants at the expansion. Hurting the lumber further, and of course, this whole time he's mining himself. The 2 Mountain Kings that reference beards directly. Burden Frostbeard and Thornton Rockbeard.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, it would be cool if they had different beards. Do we have those Mountain Kings today? Nope. Just got Gar over here. Poor feller. Didn't get the best of names, did he? Agroner. Agroner? Agroner. There we go. The Mighty? Nah. I saw you die at the beginning of that fight. You're not so mighty. This guy's mighty. Gar. He's a real big dog in town, okay? Don't mess with Gar. Oh yeah, do the female skins of Demon Hunter and Death Knight have different names? Or were the names not gendered originally? I guess like Painkiller for like the Demon Hunter isn't, but like Death Knight I feel like has actual like male names. I don't know, maybe not.
Player's forces are under attack.
$77 versus 66. Advantage Chaemiko. Thanks to that harass earlier. You can just see the lumber difference right now. And one knight would be wise to go back here, but the tower positioning is such that a knight would be blocked a little bit from doing that. Positioning nice for this Mountain King. Oh my god, he's just got to go to Clap City all day, isn't he? The question is, can the front line hold up for SoK while he claps the rest of the army to death?
A player's forces are under attack.
Ah, okay. So they do have slightly different names. Thanks for the 100 bits there, Bro Rush. How you doing, man? Okay, so they do have different names. That's cool. It's cool they did. That's at least a detail that I can respect. Oh, come on. Clap these knights. Clap them up. Close to 3-3. Oh my god, you're right. Jesus Louises. Chaemiko just stronger army. Maybe not stronger heroes, but stronger army. Stronger timing. And now he can fight again, and you know what he's going to do? He's going to leave a knight right here, kill more peasants, the gold advantage. 800 already. Not to mention the peasants that have had to be rebuilt for SoK. Not to mention the lumber still hurts. Not to mention the upgrade advantage because the lumber's been hurt.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Knight's kind of in no man's land. Oh, the clap. Oh my god, on the whole back line. Bolt. Surprisingly not on the Blood Mage to stop the transfer of mana. Because now he does have a whole lot of mana. Clap is insane. Drops the parry up, uses the greater heal. By the way, Water Elemental. Not as good as a Knight against peasants. Okay, no more mana for the Mountain King, though. Trying to steal away from the Paladin that's now level 3. My god, level 3 Paladin. Nope, Moonverse Focus is directly after this. Blade Master. Mana Pot, pushing of invulnerability. Trying to get the money clap. We'll settle for less. Knight countering the Knight that was trying to kill the peasants. That should have probably been done in the first fight originally. 77 versus 72. Both with around an 800 gold bank. Again, lumber though. Not an issue for Chaemiko. Mountain King staffed out by the Paladin. But now SoK unable to hold on, which means he's going to be unable to hold the peasants at his expo. And probably the building itself, the town hall, might be going down. Paladin. Mortar team's always out of position, unfortunately. Oh, Knight kills the Paladin. Oh my god, yeah. Well done, Knight.
Forces are under attack.
Well done. Yeah, it seems like slowly but surely Chaemiko is going to be taking this. Really nice game, though. Really nice game. The Mountain King just didn't carry hard enough, honestly. Never got the hero kills when he was looking for them. Archmage was always safe enough. And now even safer on level 5. And GG is called in a tied series. Nice game. Oh, let's see if I can get this thing to work. There's a thing I'm supposed to have on, but it doesn't seem to be. A directory. Select. Okay. Okay, that should work now. Maybe. We'll see. If not, you know what? It is what it is. You know, that's what I always say. I think I even invented that saying. It is what it is. Also, that and Cash Me Outside. How about that? Also invented that. Map number 3, didn't see. But we will find out together. What's your guys' guess? I'm not looking. Not looking at the map. What do you guys think the next map is? I'm going to say Northern Isles. I was wrong. Yeah, Nightmare and Human Mirror is pretty exciting. I like seeing Tier 3 in Human Mirror. Map number 3, by the way, will be Amazonia. The classic. The true classic. Oh. There we go. This overlay just gives me the worst anxiety on netties. My God. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Here we go. Game number 3, everybody. Here's Chaemiko, tying up the series last game, thanks to the solid Archmage play. Upper right, bottom left, Mr. SoK. Did I call Amazonia a classic? Yeah, it's definitely more of a classic. Definitely right there. Human Mirror and Lost Temple? Yeah, you know, let me message the admins real quick. No, this is if I may have called Amazonia a classic map there, this is an awful map. Hey, but it's a mirror matchup though. They could play on any map, really. It doesn't matter. So bad about it, it is just a very undead night elf favored map. And very rough for human and orc. And imbalanced maps are not good maps. But, hey man, 2 humans, what can go wrong? I don't even know what you could do necessarily to fix Amazonia. I think Duskwood is a good map. Wasn't that map played in like the first WCG? Like China Human versus what's his name? Am I remember that? That is that map, right? I do like the tile set. Like when I think back to my childhood of what like when I was 4 years old and I watched like my neighbor play Warcraft 3. We had a babysitter that played Warcraft 3. Like my earliest memory, when I think back, it's that tile set that I remember Warcraft 3 as, and I remember an Ancient War uprooted moving. So yeah, I have fond memories of that, despite not really ever playing that. My babysitter, when I was like 4 years old, was rank 1 2v2 on US East. But I didn't find that out until like 12 years later.
A player's forces are under attack.
When I already knew that being rank 1 2v2 on BNet wasn't good. It was probably good in like 2003, let's be honest. It was probably pretty solid then. Four years old? Oh, 6 years old. 6 years old. Yeah, he played Warcraft 3 at our house. I remember. He played it at our house. But then I just never picked it up until I was 16. Or whatever it was. Yeah, around 16. That's when I picked it up. Spooty Bay, good map. Sorry you got timed out for asking if Doubi Bay was a good map, and my answer is it's an excellent map. I'll untime you out. Alright, items is advantage Chaemiko. These are ridiculous items. Double mantle. It's gonna be nice. Not just for fighting your enemy's units, but denying your own. And denying is going to be important because they're both getting very close to level 3. In fact, militia creeping either of these camps will get them both very close. There it is. SoK gonna be trailing quite a bit behind. Needs to clean up this camp and then get another orange even. These items can actually carry Chaemiko to a victory in the mid game. Items should not be underestimated in Human Mirror, especially Archmage Human Mirror. Carson looks so young. His parents haven't realized doesn't need a sitter. Yeah, I you know, did have a babysitter until I was 24. You guys got me there. That is a fact. Undisputable. Young adult sitter. Yes.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm not sure, Proto Man. I mean, the math has been done, though. Doesn't sound right. Hey, I ended up all right, didn't I, Waves? Waking up at 3 a.m. to cast a SoK vs. Chaemiko. I think I ended up all right. Rune Braces will be nice for the Mountain King later on, of course. Against and for the Mountain King. World Team League still happening? Yeah, in fact, it already has. Nations Wars, it's called.
A player's forces are under attack.
And of course, just like on Concealed Hill I was talking about, we're going to probably see 2 to 4 priests come out and then expansions on both sides. The lumber is healthy and Shredder's easily available in Amazonia, so we will probably see expansion versus expansion. Flute of Accuracy is a ridiculous drop. Extremely good, because despite breakers pretty much being melee range, they are ranged still.
Player's forces are under attack.
The Warcraft playing babysitters, aka, I don't know. I have him on Facebook. I know his actual name. Obviously not gonna say that, but I have to find that out and I'll let you guys know. I have talked to him like maybe 5 years ago about Warcraft. A lot of footmen on the side of SoK. And a big creep jack for Chaemiko. Scroll the Beast again, similar to Concealed Hill coming into play. Who's winning right now with this creep jack seems to be Chaemiko. Level 2 now, Clap. Could be pretty good here, but he doesn't have quite enough mana really to make it work. And a huge creep jack. Massive, incredible, ridiculous, astonishing. What's up, Stop? How you doing, Mo? Good morning. Is this enough for Mountain King 3? Not quite, I don't think, right? But there is the remnants of this green camp as well for Chaemiko, so looking to be quite a good game. Whereas SoK gonna struggle to get level 3. He's even going for the red. Oh, to be able to creep a red camp with 42 supply of tier 1 units. Wouldn't that be nice? He's just creeping this. He's taking no damage either. He's just easily creeping the red camp with footmen right now. Just no problem at all. He's even pulling the Archmage away. Doesn't even care. Now he's going to get creep jacked. Can he get the Golem? Oh yeah, Castle, by the way.
A player's forces
Chaemiko.
are under attack.
Archmage. No Town Portal! Is there a Zeppelin? Is there anything? No, that's just the GG called. And Chaemiko with a swift Game 3 victory. All right. Sometimes you try to creep a red camp and you get creep jacked. I know that feeling, you know? Sometimes it happens. That's why I have a perpetual fear of red camps. So 2-2-1. Finally, a human winner. Yeah, absolutely. Applause to that one. All right, map number 4. On a more standard, familiar map. Northern Isles. Northern Isles is interesting because there's many different creep routes. You can go Tuskar, green, green, green. You can go green, 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 Expo. You can go Tuskar, green, lab. All viable, all good. All with differing items, differing amount of lumber needed to invest. Do I stream under my account, Carson? Yes, I do. I do. Pretty often, in fact. Every day that I am free, I stream ladder on my own account. Yes. And when I'm not casting, of course. All right, game number 4. Coming up. Ah, good. That banner works now. Hell yeah. I can do production. I'm an adult. Here we go. Bottom left, Chaemiko. Upper right, Mr. SoK. When's Moon? Right after this series, my man. Good morning, Ataria. How's it going? Alright, probably nothing too crazy. But the opening creep routes can always be interesting. And I say this pretty much every human mirror, but I haven't reiterated it yet this series. When you have Archmage Mirror, let's confirm that it is first. When you have Archmage Mirror, it comes down to very small details. You both, of course, want to get level 3 early on. But you also ideally want to be aggressive with that level 3. Now, how do you determine who is aggressive and who is defensive in Human Mirror? Well, you both can go aggressive, and then it ends up being a very crazy base tradey game. We've seen that in the past. But oftentimes, one player is going to end up being aggressive with level 3, one player is going to end up being defensive with level 3. How do you end up being the defensive one or the aggressive one? It all comes down to just a couple of seconds quicker creeping. If you get level 3 first, let's say by 2-3 seconds, you run across the map 2-3 seconds quicker, you're across the map first. By definition, you're the aggressor, and your opponent is the defensive one, despite both having equal hero levels. So it really comes down to just who's slightly more efficient with the opening creep routes, which is why I think it's such a fascinating matchup, because it's such a small detail, but it ends up being really important. What's up, Tyloo? How's your gig last night? It was fun. It was really fun. We played for a bunch of sailors. Literally, a bunch of sailors. And we got 2 gigs today. We're playing for a brewery, and then we're just playing at a club after. Should be fun. Scroll the Beast on the side of SoK. Chaemiko, Scroll the Beast. And it seems like they're both doing Tuskar Green Lab. 2 gigs at same venue, no different venue. Same sound guy, which is nice. So we pack up with one sound guy. We play 8 till 9 one show, pack up with that same sound guy, and go to the show for 10. We play at 10. So 1 hour to pack up, move to a different venue, set up, and play again. Should be interesting, but our sound guy is really good, so it should be no issue with him. What kind of money do you make on a small gig? It's not bad. Not bad. Weddings are the big paydays, but weddings are also awful. But if you want to make good money playing, not your own music, because you kind of have to if you're doing those sorts of gigs, weddings are the way to go. Same set list. Do you improvise? We pretty much do it on the fly. When it comes, the only time we do like prepared set lists is originals, when we do original shows. But for cover gigs, we just wing it. which most of these pub gigs are cover gigs. We do have a lot of festivals coming up into June, which will all be original shows, and for that we have a set that we just grind out of original stuff. Yeah, around there. For a wedding. Alright, so level 3 on both sides. Better items, hard to actually say. Pennant of Energy versus maybe a little bit more damage on the side of Chaemiko. Don't know what would be better. Tex. Not dead even? How the hell did that happen? I missed something. Definitely missed something.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is
I'm not going to miss this. Again, the attacking of the farm. Scroll the Beast, probably going to be used on both sides. Here it comes. Second water elemental popped. Oh, he sold the Scroll the Beast, unless he already used it. Missed that too, but certainly SoK's going to... Okay, he's going to wait for another water elemental and then use a Scroll the Beast. Certainly he uses it here, right? What other purpose are you going to have for the Scroll the Beast than right here, right now? Thank you to Liquid Z for the 4 months. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, I'm definitely casting tomorrow as well. If I'm casting these matches, there's no way I'm missing tomorrow. I'll be here. I might be even more tired, but I'll be here. And I said it earlier, if both players decide to just attack into their opponent's base, you get these really dumb base tradey games, which is why so often at the top level people choose to be defensive, because they don't want games like this. But we do. We do, because these are exciting. Now, are we going to get the masonry upgrade from Chaemiko? No, we're going to get a town portal from SoK. Now, who's going to end up ahead? I do think it's definitely Chaemiko, because he's tier 2. And yeah, that's definitive. GG is called. And 3-1 quickly for Mr. Chaemiko. I love those sorts of games. I like them when they go even further and it's just full base trade, like a 5-minute base trade. It's so sick, but doesn't happen too often. And that was Northern Isles. Will we get a swift 4-1 from Chaemiko? Yeah, I do wish now I paid a little bit more attention to the super early, but I didn't think it was going to be like that. What the hell? I have to go back and double check that replay later. See what the hell happened. Okay, Autumn Leaves, map number 5. And here we go. Swift host, and this tournament goes super smoothly. I feel like all these Chinese organized tournaments are always just like bang, boom, 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 map. They don't screw around. They literally have like 15 people they invite to observe and cast on all different streams. Like, they just kill it. It's incredible. Kitty's meowing in the living room. She'll be fine. She'll come and hang out soon. And here we go. Will Chaemiko get the 4-1 or can SoK bring it back? Autumn Leaves, unfortunately on NetEase, is still the old version. Not the version we're used to, but let's talk about this. Here we go. Map number 4. Here's Mr. Chaemiko, bottom left. Upper right, here's Mr. SoK. Not a ton of differences. I believe this camp is different, slightly. Of course, the big difference is orange camp here, and also this little crevice where you can attack the gold mine if with like mortar teams here, as opposed to the orange camp being right here. And also, these green camps slightly different. And they don't just drop a tome, they in fact drop an item now. Whereas I think this guy drops the tome instead. Carson nap after? Yeah, I was supposed to go to a sound check pretty much directly after this cast. Like a couple hours after. But I'm just gonna sleep and not go. I just have my drummer check my guitar for me and set it up. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan. And then I'll get a nice long sleep, which will be great. But for now, no rest on autumn leaves. Archmage. Incredible, as you might say. If you don't know how to speak French, but pretend to. Hey man, I set up his kit every once in a while. He could set up my guitar this one time, alright? He can do it. Yeah, he's the drummer in my band is actually like a multi-instrumentalist, so he knows what he's doing. Okay, shop creep. Good to get the bigger camps out of the way first and keep the more defensive camps for later. And of course you get a nice potential claw drop here. They'll probably buy a circlet and double up, I would imagine, as well. So it's just a nice camp to go for first. Yeah, there's a circlet. I imagine they both will do that, and they both have. Playing real life as opposed to this for the computer games. Yep. You've summed up my whole life. Thank you. Too real for me, IRL.
Are under attack.
Ooh, almost a scround on the footman. Carson and the babysitters. Two good babysitter movies, guys. Adventures of Babysitting, a true classic from the 80s. Another 80s babysitter movie. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, another real classic. You guys seen those ones? Ooh, fast expansion? No, just creep in the expansion. Okay, ignore what I just said. But for SoK, could be, unless it's just really delaying that tech. Hydro. Yep. I'm well aware of that one, too. Mantle drop would be nice here. Yes, they both crept shop first. Ooh, also Tome of Intelligence and the Mantle. So better items on the side of Chaemiko, which again, like I said on Amazonia, can make a big difference. And they did on Amazonia. Maybe you could sell the ring, buy another circlet. What's the time on a circlet? 8 seconds until you can buy another one, but boots are the choice.
A player's forces are under attack.
Shop. Nicely canceled by SoK. All the boys being called. Just to deal with that water elemental. Nice little surround there. Just get it out of your face. Don't want to keep those guys around for too long. This water elemental popped into the base. Goes for the tower cancel. Forcing a lot of repair. And SoK is just peacefully mining back at home. So despite being behind in tech, he's going to be probably ahead overall in economy. Up tier 2. I say attack in the Town Hall to get the experience for that water elemental. Level 4 is really nice in this matchup, just, of course, for aura. SoK play a lot of 4v4 RT recently. I think everyone has been, right? Am I the only person that doesn't enjoy 4v4, personally? Not a fan. I love 2v2. Been playing a whole lot of solo, like 400 games in the past 2 weeks. It's 4v4. It's not my jive, man. So many low footmen. Not Chaemiko's jive either. Oh my god, the footman. SoK's doing pretty well here. This is looking like a SoK big advantage here. Despite the tech, but the tech is finishing up. So he's going to be behind about 1 full camp on the Mountain King. That can translate into Chaemiko being able to get one of these middle camps when he has the Stormbolt advantage. But SoK has definitely made up for it with this harass.
A player's forces are under attack.
And SoK going to continue to be aggressive, of course, just because he knows that Mountain King is earlier on Chaemiko's side, so the more time he can spend delaying the Mountain King's creeping, the more he'll be able to even it up with his on the way. Now, 3v3 I can get down with. I do like 3v3.
Forces are under attack.
Just because the maps are smaller, it's less macro-oriented, you can just sort of mass and attack at your opponent's base, and you can do weird cheeses, and it's fun. But 4v4 is like, maps are too big. Everyone tries too hard nowadays. I'm from the days where 4v4 was for trolling. You know, I want to go like solo Naga mass witch doctors, but then I get yelled at. Yeah, 4v4 not my jive. Nope, there's another match right after this, Tyler. And like I said, Chaemiko, earlier Mountain King means he probably gets one of these middle camps. He's going to do just that. And yeah, okay, this camp is the one that's different. Much easier to creep in this older version of Autumn Leaves as opposed to the new version. In fact, okay, both these camps... Really, I don't remember them both being... That's so much easier than they are nowadays. Oh my god. That is crazy. Flute. So both of them get one item from the middle. SoK gets the better end of the deal. Mana Stone is good in the short term, but in the long term, the Flute is going to be incredible. Surround missed by SoK, actually. Oh, but then recloses it. Can he fight his way out? Doesn't look like it. So 2 footmen for that level 1 Mountain King. Obviously, big advantage again for SoK, who seems to just be getting further and further ahead in this game. Now we can clean up the remnants of the mid and get level 2, maybe even close to level 4 in that Archmage. Really early blacksmith, oh my god. For both players, in fact. This has been really the most standard game we've had so far, I feel like. They're probably both going to go for tier 2 expansions. They both have blacksmith right away.
Forces are under attack.
Breaker. Look at the breaker timing from both of them. Look. Literally exactly the same. Blacksmith pretty much exactly the same as well. But obviously SoK is still ahead. But not if he doesn't expand and doesn't catch Chaemiko's expansion. Okay, he's going to scout it now, but he's really out of position to do much about it. So again, I say he probably just should counter expo it, imagine. Mountain level 3. That's nice. Whereas Chaemiko needs a couple of green camps. Both, in fact. Are both even going to be enough? Yeah, they should be enough. Okay, in counter expansion, we are getting the 2 base. We got that on Echo Isles earlier, but not with a super standard Breaker Mirror play. This is about what you expect to see from a human mirror. It's what you've expected for a while. And there's level 3. And now red camps. Looking nice. And then Chaemiko should also try to get this camp as well, and then they would have been pretty much perfectly even in camps. They both got one mid camp. They both stole, I would argue, each other's consumable. So yeah, it would have been perfectly even in creeps and items and all that. Expansion going to be a couple hundred gold ahead for Chaemiko.
Players' forces are under attack.
Red camp item. Ancient Django. Excellent item. SoK. Doubling up on auras now. Chaemiko. Medallion. Not really what you need here, but I mean, it's not bad, but not really what you need, is it? Chaemiko already breaks upkeep. Well, Flute's literally only +1 damage, eh? I mean, unfortunate. Even the priests get +1. Still nice, though. Potion of Vulnerability, again, very important. You don't want to eat a bolt and then a bunch of breaker feedback at the start of a fight on your Mountain King. So being able to dodge that Storm Bolt if you are out of position, important. 2 footmen split off for Chaemiko. SoK not really doing a similar play. Surprised that SoK's actually caught off by these footmen. It's going to need to call just 1 militia. Might be enough with the tower. But yeah, very, very annoying. And is this is going to have to be a town portal from Chaemiko, right? He's got double heal scroll. SoK doesn't. SoK has the auras, but I think double heal scroll probably better than these auras, honestly, if the supply is even. In fact, I would say definitely. Okay, they're just going to trade expos. Maybe SoK's going to be the one in town portal now. Kill all the peasants, TP right away. Oh, hi, kitty. Come on down here. You're blocking my view. No, they are literally just trading expos. All right. Trying to repair. Ooh, he's TPing and he's repairing. Oh, SoK with a nice play. Didn't think that was possible, but yeah. Chaemiko being a little bit late ends up biting him. But a TP slightly out of position. In fact, very out of position with a few of those priests. But they both are. They're both losing every priest. 65 versus 56, though. Chaemiko pulling ahead just with the positioning after that TP, but now the supply is evening up again. Dead even, in fact. Bolt, Mountain King eating some feedback, like I said. That's where the Potion of Vulnerability becomes necessary. Breaker. Archmage out of nowhere. And the Surround, is that going to close this series out for Chaemiko? It looks like it might. Of course, SoK is not mining on his expansion right now, so Markut is not an advantage. Yeah, he's going to chase down this Mountain King. Boom, level 5. And GG will be called 4-1 for Chaemiko. Well done, well done. Proven to still be the strongest human in the world. All right.